Rolling iCarly. So okay.
You never said the one. It was always 3, 2.
Live life, breathe air.
Breathe air.
We know the girl of what you think is here, and we're so wonderful. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Girl What You Think. This is episode 6. Wow, it's been a long time running. It's episode 6. We made it to 6 episodes. I've never done anything for this long in my life.
Episode 7.
No, because we did 2 parts of 5.
Yeah, but didn't we do another one after?
No. I have nothing prepared. Like this is gonna come out on Friday.
Oh, okay.
I was scared.
Shows how much I pay attention.
It's okay, yeah. That was pretty good.
That was.
Because I sing in my car more. Anyway, I just want to let's start the intro over. Hello, everyone. Welcome to S1Ep6, aka Girl What You Think, episode 6. Today we're going to be excuse me. Today we're going to be talking about ghosting. Ooh. We've all done it. We've all done it.
I have not.
You've never ghosted anybody?
No.
I selfishly
I've only been ghosted once, too.
Oh, I've been ghosted.
Only once for me.
Really? Was it someone you were really invested in?
No. I was pissed though, because I was like, why don't you just... Anyway,
like
we'll
how
talk
you
about
said
that.
No like that. No. Maybe you were.
Well, we'll talk about that. So continue.
I was just going to say that ghosting was recommended by one of our viewers. That's kind of how we've been guiding what we talk about, is because what our viewers want to hear.
Also, check out the new show on MTV premiering, or it premiered by the time this comes out. Premiered Wednesday, September 2nd, right after Catfish on MTV. It's called Ghosting.
I don't know what the big deal is. I mean, I could see how you can get attached. Ghosting.
I think it's people that it's like they've been. I obviously haven't seen the show, but I think it's people who have been in relationship or like been talking or communicating for like a really long time, and then all of a sudden it was just like nothing. Because then that makes sense. Then it's like, okay. But if it's been like a week or two, then it's like, yeah, okay, whatever.
I recently did one of the worst ghosts of my life, like 2 days ago. So COVID has got me in
2 days ago.
2 days ago, COVID has got me in my feels. I needed someone to tell me I'm pretty. Mm-hmm. Who agrees with me? So I downloaded Tinder, and I was talking to this guy, and right off the bat, he was like, he super liked me. So I was like, okay. He likes me. And he was like, yeah, I see, because I put like a picture of me drinking a beer in one of my things. And he was like, oh, I want to take you to a brewery. He was a chef and stuff. And he was like, oh, yeah, like I've traveled and blah, blah, blah. Like he was like a good guy. And then he was like, okay, so I told him my availability and like Friday, I'm ready to go. Like next Friday, I was like, yeah, we can go to the brewery in Chino Hills next Friday.
Yeah.
And then when he was like, okay, great, it's a date, I deleted Tinder. We didn't exchange numbers. We planned a date, and I said, nope. I left.
Well, why did you do that?
Because I was running on the track. I run every day. I was running, and I do my yoga. Day 8 of my yoga challenge. Okay. And I was like, I want to travel. I don't want no man to hold me down. Okay, let's say he's like the greatest guy. Let's say we go traveling the world together, blah, blah, blah. It's like, that's not something I want to gamble on right now. Because the other side of the spectrum is that, what if I get pregnant? What if I get tied down? What if he doesn't like encourage me in the way that I would have if I was single? And so all these thoughts were racing through my head, and I was like, I do not want anything serious. And if I do, I can't find it over Tinder. That's not what I'm trying to do. I just wanted someone to tell me that I'm pretty.
Okay, but also on another flip side of your coin is, what if it was just like an okay date? It's like, okay, yeah, it was fun, but I don't really see it going anywhere. Like, why didn't you just like go on the date? Because those other scenarios were like really like Like, it was, like, super end of the spectrum. But, like, what if it was, yeah, it was an okay date. Probably won't see it going anywhere.
Yeah,
That's
I
it.
could have. I'm not
At least
saying
I had a date.
I don't think that's a bad thing. I could have, but I feel like when you go out and you meet somebody new, it's really draining. It's like you have to drive to a new place. You're nervous about your appearance. We already talked about body positivity. I'm not the most confident woman on earth. I don't want to worry about my outfit and go and meet him and like me not like feel anything and then have to sit there and laugh at his jokes. And I was like, I'm not in the headspace, especially with COVID. Like, why would I go out with someone in the middle of COVID that I don't know for the sake of just going on a date? I think there was a lot of things on top of it. It wasn't a normal scenario.
That's true.
Anyway, I've ghosted people a lot, mostly on like dating apps because it doesn't mean anything. I've been ghosted too, but mostly like people don't reply and they stop replying forever. I guess that's what ghosting is.
Right, I was like, what? I don't know.
But we're like still friends on social media. Like I can still see his stories.
So you're like, I know you're alive. You're just not talking to me.
But he'll just open the picture I send him and then not reply.
Perfect.
What about you? Do you ghost? What did you say? You've only been ghosted once, or you've only had like you only ghosted somebody else?
I've only been ghosted once.
What was that about?
Well, and it was like, I guess it was more of a, it wasn't, I mean, we like met through a dating app and then like we went out on a couple dates, I guess, and like hung out.
What do you do? Like, what did you talk about?
What do I do?
I just hate.
Oh, I don't know. This was a while ago. This was like sophomore year of college.
Why were we so much more courageous? Like now, I'm like, I would never go on a date unless
I don't know if it's necessarily courage. I think for me, it's more like I just know I don't want that now. Like you said, like I don't really want to meet somebody on a dating app. Like I don't think I'm not you have to know me you have to get to know me in person first before at least this is what I think, not that I've ever been in a relationship. But
yeah, don't take advice from us. That's rule number 1 for this podcast.
But I think just who I am as a person, but that also ties into my whole body positivity and stuff, because apps like that, it's like, okay, you see someone, they look cute. Yeah, I like you. But it's like, do you even know them? No. So how can you say you like them? You think they're cute? Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Something that I picked up on from being like I've dabbled in Tinder mostly since like I was 17. I'm going to say 18. Because, yeah, around 18 to 21, which what I am now. My appearance has changed. The photos that I would post have changed. My personality has changed. And I've noticed that the people who I match with has changed too. Like before when I was younger, I feel like I would get more matches than I would now. Or guys who I would never have guessed would have liked me, I match with. Or like people are kind of looking for more of a relationship with me than, well, there's always that hookup lining, but it's just like I've noticed that because I've changed over time, I'm getting like a new demographic of people. And then I do make my age range different than like looking for men who are 18 to 20. Now it's like I look for 24 and up. So that's another thing too. I don't like to date people my own age. That's something about
a lot of people don't.
Especially with men, I feel like I'm more attracted to that maturity.
Right, because no, I'm not a scientist, obviously, but like,
well, you could have fooled me. Yeah.
I think women are more mature at it. Like they mature faster. So
I mean, at least we've heard that our whole lives growing up.
That's true. It's not like I just pulled that out of my butthole. Like,
Yeah.
people tell me that. My mom. That's why she
Yeah.
always said, your
I've
time is
heard that.
coming. Boys your age just don't, they're just not ready for somebody
I've
like
been
you. I'm
told
like,
that my
girl.
whole life.
I know.
I used to
I'm
tell
like,
my
okay,
I was like,
well.
I'm just ugly, Scotty. And then he'd be like, no, it's just because like guys in middle school, they don't know. Like, wait till you're in high school or wait till you're in college. Like, they'll care about who you are. Beach. I'm a senior. Where they at?
Oh God, they're ghosting you. That's what they're doing.
Because I'm
The people
ghosting
who,
them. I
right?
could have had a good
I don't
relationship.
I don't like that personally.
What I did.
No. Well, to me, that's different though. Because it's like, okay, dating app, it's not like you guys met. Like with me, when I was ghosted, like, he helped me move into my dorm. Like, it's not like we were just like, oh,
Really?
I'll talk to you every once in a while. Yeah. So it's like, and then you just like stop talking to me. Like, what is that? And then I went to Europe the next year, like, or a couple months later, and he messaged me and was like, oh, I didn't know you were going to Europe. And I'm like, of course you didn't know because I don't talk to you anymore because you stopped talking to me. What do you mean? You didn't know I was going to Europe? What?
I feel like guys just hit you up when it's convenient because they're either like horny or lonely or
Yeah,
they're
and I was
trying
like,
to
well,
like.
guess what? You're not going to get any now because I'm in Europe.
That's kind of a boss move.
I know. I was
Do you
like,
feel cool? You're like,
yeah, I did. I was
yeah.
like, yeah, I'm in Europe, so I can't talk. I'll see you later.
That's kind of. Not kind of.
Yeah, I
It
don't.
is amazing.
But also, I haven't ghosted anyone because I don't like the whole talking stage or like phase or what. I don't even know what it is. I don't do that. I never have, and I don't think I want to. I don't like the concept of that.
What about like you going? So you've never like gone on a date through a dating app?
Yeah, I just said that.
That you haven't, or you have?
No, that I have.
I'm sorry. There's a timer here.
That's how I went with. That's the person that ghosted me. That's how we met.
Okay, so it doesn't like the nerves don't eat you alive before you go on like a date with somebody that you haven't met before, or like let's say you
No,
go.
they do, and that's why I've only done it that once.
The nerves eat you alive, and then it's like, have you ever gone on a date with someone who's completely just an idiot?
No.
Like, just their being.
I don't go on dates.
A turn off.
Just their what?
I've just interacted with people who have like been either attracted to me or I've been on a date with somebody and they're just embarrassing. They're just embarrassing of a human being. It's just like we said, the faded Iron Man tee. Like those guys are like, I've got jean shorts, guys wearing jean shorts on a date and being rude or like them like saying something that's rude on the first date. Like I have no time for that anymore. I have to know the person. And I think that's maturity. It's not a gamble anymore. It's like.
Right. But I think also that's why a lot of people ghost is because they do meet this person. Or even if they don't meet them, it's like they say something, like somebody says something and it kind of ticks them off or like rubs them the wrong way or whatever. So then they just don't respond. And it's like, I get that, but like, because it's hard to be like, hey, that kind of pissed me off, so I don't really want to talk to you anymore. Like, if I got that message, I'd be like, oh.
Or if like,
but at the same time,
did a little, a little bit of relations, and then they don't hit you up after. That's something you gotta heal from. That's just like damn.
Yeah, like it's like that. I feel like ghosting contributes to everyone's low self-esteem, or not everyone's, but like people that have low self-esteem. I'm sure that contributes because it's like, I'm not even good enough for you to tell me I'm not good enough.
God. I mean, I don't even feel bad for doing that to that guy, but like,
but that's different. I think that's different.
I hurt his ego?
Maybe, but you'll never know.
But he'll get over it. It's just like messaging.
But that's what I'm saying. It's not like you see, I probably would have been like, hey, don't do that. Like if you had gone on the date and then just never said anything again. But if you didn't even go on the date, it's like, okay,
yeah.
who cares?
Yeah, if you go, maybe that's the rule. If you go on the date, you should at least be like, this isn't going to work. But if you guys are just talking and planning, I don't see anything wrong with running away. That's fight or flight. I'm a big flighter. I'll just run away. You just delete the app.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I have ghosted people because I've done that. But it's not because I'm like, oh, I don't want to talk to you. Sometimes it is. But a lot of the time it's just like I don't feel like being on this app. Like I don't feel like doing this anymore. Just like the whole being on the apps in general. And that's when I'll be like, yeah, I don't want that.
Yeah, and I know when I'm making the app that I don't want that. That's
I do too.
Messed up. I'm like, I know this isn't gonna go anywhere. Just like
that's why I don't. I was talking to my friend this morning.
It's interesting because you can kind of see your playing field. It's like what I said earlier. That's kind of why I download them too. Is it's like, do I still got it? Like I'm 40. Like I'm not a 40-year-old woman. Like of course I can find somebody, but I ask myself that because we're so locked up. It's so easy to be like, do I still got it?
Yeah. I was telling my friend this morning, she was like, is there any like guys in your life? Like we were catching up and I was like,
bitch, no.
Yeah, I was like, no. And I was like, you know what? I was like, I like I said, like I don't really want to meet somebody on a dating app. But even if I obviously don't judge people that do. But I think for me personally, like I'm more of an in-person, like feel out your vibe kind of thing and like all that stuff. But anyway, I think a lot of the times too, for those apps to work, like you have to be really confident in yourself. And I'm not at this moment.
It's rough.
You know, and like I don't like I was telling her, I told her like I wanna make sure I love myself before I even try to find somebody to like have to focus. Like I want to focus on myself right now and not worry about trying to find somebody else that like I would have to focus on.
It doesn't mean that it's impossible to go and find somebody too. Do you think like, I mean, if it was like a perfect scenario, it'd be different.
Right, like if the love of my life
pops into your life right now.
Right, where it's like, you know what? I want to be with you. I probably still would be like, do you?
Because I have a deep notion of like that men will hold you back. Or like
some. But I think that goes both ways
yeah,
too.
some. I think because I've seen couples grow together and build things together. I just don't think I'm ready for that.
That's okay.
So I'm gonna ghost. I'm a big ghoster. But when it's not really significant, if it's somebody that I have like invested something in, I've met in person or I know them, I'll definitely communicate that things aren't working. One guy who I know from college and I went to high school with, he like has been asking to take me on a date, like when COVID first happened. Well, I don't want to reveal him, but I'll tell you after.
Okay.
Girl, what you think exclusive
backstage.
Backstage. I'll show you. I'll tell you after the Zoom. He was like asking me, and he was gonna take me out to a boba or something, and I was like, okay, like cute. Like I think I denied him before, or maybe I like flirted with him before. I don't remember. I do a lot of things, and he was just like, oh, I love your collarbones. Send me a picture of your collarbones, and then I blocked him on Instagram, and then he found me on Snapchat and was like, I forgot he was my friend on Snapchat, and he was like, hey, I'm really sorry if I offended you. Sometimes you gotta clear all your bases with the posting. I forgot. Luckily, I was posting on my, I literally was showing my collarbones on Snapchat, and he was like, why'd you ghost me? Because who asked for that? I was like, even if you did, like, it's not that crazy of a request, but it's still weird.
Like, what are you really trying to send me a picture of your butthole?
You and buttholes today. What's going on?
I just love that word, if I'm being honest.
Sure. You just love buttholes, period.
Here's, okay, you know what I just thought of too that like I guess I was pissed that he ghosted me. Not because he ghosted me, like him specifically. Like I was like, oh man, like you guy, like I really liked you and now you just stopped talking to me. But it's the fact that like literally like a week later, he had a girlfriend. And I was like,
Pissed.
huh?
Who are
And
these
then
girls?
this was like I was so sad. But or it wasn't really that sad, but like it was just like a funny thing. So I showed my friend, my guy friend, and I was like, do you think this girl's prettier than me? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, but he didn't. He thought I said, do you think I'm prettier than this girl? Because he wasn't really paying that much attention to me.
Well, maybe he did say that she was prettier, and then you got mad, and he was like, "Oh no, I thought I heard this."
But I could tell he wasn't paying attention to me because we were in class, and I whispered it. I was like,
Oh,
this girl's prettier than me. And he was like looking. I just like put it right in front of his face, like on my phone, and he was like, yeah. And I was like, what? He's like, wait, what did you say? I was like, do you think she's prettier than me? And he was like, oh, no. He's like, I thought you said, do I think you're prettier than her? And I was like, okay, sir. But she wasn't pretty. But anyway.
Well, there's a whole nother episode of what makes girlfriend material, which I think we're in no place to talk about.
I think we are.
I could not.
I know that when I get a boyfriend, I'll be a good girlfriend.
Well, I can't.
Mostly because I don't want
like,
you to spend all your time with me.
Well, I did ghost an opportunity. I'll leave an opportunity. Like I have offers, but I'm just like I don't.
But I don't really want them right now.
I think the dorkiness, because I'm a dork. I'm weird, and I don't think I'm like the coolest cat out there. But I need a level of coolness in my guy. You know, I wanna like. I feel like older guys, and I'm talking 24
You
up.
love.
I don't need him to like have the senior discount at Denny's. I just want it like I just want someone who got it like that. Who like is driven and really like knows what he wants. I don't have no time for someone sitting playing video games all day trying to talk to me about Fortnite or something. Like, yeah, it's funny, like I like memes and stuff, but like if I'm gonna date you, you need to help me pay the mortgage. And I want to know that you're like about it. Like play your video games, but go to work and care about me and all that stuff. I'll go to work too. I want to work together. But like there's just some guys who just aren't, they don't try. And I need that.
And that's why you say.
That's why I'm like, okay. Well, this guy, like, he was actually really nice.
Well, you just didn't feel it.
I could have dated him. I didn't feel it. He wasn't unattractive either. He was really attractive. He was a chef.
Wish you would have showed me.
I know. I didn't really
like to look at cute boys. That's my favorite pastime.
Well, next time I download Tinder in the middle of the night.
You know, I have a whole album on my phone of cute boys. I mean, they're not like boys I know. They're all famous people, but still.
I didn't know that.
Oh, well,
I need to do that more often. My mom.
The majority of the people in there, if the majority of the pictures in there are Pedro
Pascal, Joey Pascal.
Yeah. Joey Pascal, and Richard Madden.
I was just looking up something in regards to you, and I was like searching for so long for Joey Pascal, and I was like, what the hell is this guy's name? Pedro. I'm not good at names.
That's okay.
So ghosting, I don't really have anything more to say. I've done it. I'm a victim of it.
Does it hurt your feelings a lot when people do it to you?
No, because I don't care that much. I mean, it depends who it is. If it's like my boyfriend, yeah. If it's someone I really care about who doesn't respond to me, it doesn't really have to be a relationship thing either. Just like someone who never talks to you again, yeah, that hurt my feelings. But like, if it's a petty hookup or if it's just like Tinder and I never get a reply back, it'll be a slight stab at the ego that I'll keep in the back of my head next time. And like, am I really ugly? But I'll get over it. The next guy. You know what? The song Everybody Plays the Fool. sometimes. It's just about how
Who sings that?
everybody plays a fool sometimes.
Yeah, but who?
I don't know. It's a group. Well, keep talking while I look it up so we don't have dead air. Dead air. Dead air. But basically, everybody plays the fool sometimes is about just how you could be crying over somebody, but you made someone cry over you that you didn't even know, you know?
That's true.
Like someone may love you, and you
I
were
think
like,
about that all the time.
I'm not going to date him.
I
And
know. I
he's
think
crying.
about that. Like, I wonder if there's somebody out there that's like, dang, I really love Hannah, but like, she'll never love me.
Yeah.
That's so
And then
sad.
you're just like, why doesn't anyone like me? And he's like in the corner, and you.
I know, he's like,
It's by the main ingredient.
I've never heard.
That's a dope ass name.
The main ingredient.
That's a good little. That's a good breakup song.
You should do a full musical podcast.
Okay. I made up a parody for Hamilton. I'm looking for an ass that twerks, twerks. I'm looking for an ass that twerks. Whoa, 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 twerk.
Oh. Love it. Okay, Queen.
Well, that was ghosting. If you have anything else to say, you want to close us out there, Queen?
Yeah. Just be brave enough to tell people you don't like them.
I think at this day and age, I don't think it's too much to ask for a little bit of constructive criticism because we're all trying to make it. I'm going to try not to ghost anymore.
Criticism. I mean, dating apps are different, I think.
I think
like, okay,
before
you don't
you
reply, whatever. But if you meet the person, or if you've even been talking for like kind of a long time, like a couple weeks, then it's kind of like, okay. Yeah, I'll probably tell them like, no, I don't see this going anywhere, or I just can't right now. I'm busy.
If you're gonna ghost,
the general responses.
I think just block. But before you block, make sure they read. Like, let's say you could just text them, "I'm not ready." See that they read it, and then block them. So they have some sort of closure instead of you just being like, boom.
Right. Yeah, let us know how you guys feel about ghosting.
You're not a bad person if you ghost. And if you got ghosted, just know that's probably deeper and that you'll find someone.
Yeah, girl.
There's plenty of people.
Don't worry, there's plenty of fish in the sea.
I'm looking for an ass that twerks. All right, ghosting.
Catch us next week when we talk about, I don't know yet.
Well, I kind of know. We're talking about our insanity here in COVID and living at home and what we've been going through as college, Hannah, college graduate, and me, a senior in college, we both lived in the dorms, and now we are both back in the womb. And what is that like?
Because we know a lot of our listeners are dealing with the same thing, and it's rough.
It's rough.
Yeah. Sir.
We'll talk about it.
We'll talk about that next week. Keep watching, keep listening. We are going to try to get on more podcast apps. I don't know why on our Apple Podcasts it's literally just episode 2 and 4. But I'm going to
numbers, baby.
Figure that out. But yeah. So
see you next time.
Watch us. Yeah, see you next time.
Whoa. Riff us out.
Oh, girl, what you think? That's pretty good.
Bye. Don't you wish you didn't ghost us, how? I'm about to whip this up. Okay, how do you stop this up?